Good night, Sleepy. You should be in bed. Baron, how have you never told me you stream? How is Story never told me? Also, welcome back, everyone. I think IXION's going okay. If you can tell, we're close to the 2,000 cryopod limit, so I figured I needed to stop, put things back on stream so people could see them. Things are blowing up, apparently. Okay, that's a slip and fall. That's a slip and fall. Okay, we have a fire department now, or a fire station in every sector that we have unlocked. Apparently we don't need the whole algae farm. The problem wasn't food production, the problem was food transportation. So we have all of the food, we have all of the ice to make all of the water, to make all of the food. The problem seemed to be this fucking building. So there's a drone bay that you get later on that apparently automatically makes drones. It doesn't take resources. I thought it was going to be like a sort of like the colonization training center where you train colonists up. You have to click that button or something to make a drone, and it would like cost alloys, and then it would be one-time use to like go get stuff. No. There are these little docking ports or vents. I guess they're probably vents that the drones just fly through to go to whatever sector they need to help transport resources, and then they go back. So I think the issue I was running into was I put my food production on one side of the torus ring, and I put my population sector on the other. And I think without this drone bay building, it tries to drive a forklift along the roads from this building or something all the way over through multiple sectors to get to here to drop it off, and then it will like disappear and reset and a new one will spawn. So we were running into starvation issues last stream earlier today because they literally just wouldn't get the food. So I'm going to turn this back on and we're going to get that goal met. I have done most of the research. No active tech lab. Is that because we had an accident? Yeah, it's the slip and fall. It'll come back. That's game. I didn't want you to zoom in. I wanted to zoom in over here, or scroll up over here. Hello Razor, hello Tomato, hello Baron, hello Kaijoju, hello Sleepy. Sleepy's a sleepy, I hope. Sleepy better be sleepy. Sleepy has to be up in like 7 hours maybe. I don't have to be up for a while. And this is a poor decision stream that my brain thought of, because it was like, yeah, you only work evening shift tomorrow, so you could get up at like noon. I'm like, yes, that's true. We have so much alloy. We have all of the alloy. One of my friends can get 3 hours of sleep a day and be perfectly fine. Okay, that's not me. I think normally I average about 6 or so, but it usually takes me like 7 or 8 hours to get that. Yep, sure, good enough. How are we doing on things? Waste is building up places.
Has occurred in the tycoon.
Polymer. Oh. Let's just do like 110 so there's a gap. It's also a matter of like how consistently can you get that little sleep? Because I could function probably fine for about 48 hours on no sleep, properly caffeinated and stuff. But trying to say like, yeah, regularly for the last month I only get like 3 hours of sleep per night. That's a little insane. I cannot, there we go. I couldn't get the angle I wanted. Alright, so we're like 20 cryopods away. We've got these new apartment complexes that I feel really bad because they do nearly, well, I guess they're closer to half of the cell housing. But cell housing is like this shitty, modular, moving, minimal quality apartment type stuff that I'm sure is more like, you ever seen sci-fi shows with like those stackable portable pod things? He did it for like 2 weeks and was fine. Maybe. Maybe not. As in, maybe he was fine. Not maybe he did it. I believe you, and he did it, but... Is he fine? Eh. What else? Oh, so we have minimal quality accommodations in cell housing. We have optimized quarters.
Accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Thank you, Eden.
IXION is ready to perform.
Eden, I'm trying to talk here. We have optimized quarters that do average quality accommodation, and now we have these new buildings, Demotic Quarter, I guess, that have high quality accommodation and are the same footprint as the optimized quarters. But they hold nearly twice as many people in better quality accommodations.
Vol jump on your order.
So I feel a little bad. What? Ah! Why are batteries catching fire? That's bad. Fire people, go please fire. Thank. Okay. Fire people did their thing. He might not be the smartest bloke, but he's really athletic, so maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe. Maybe it was the not smart part that had something to do with it. Charge speed? No, I want fire station. Move faster, put out faster. I mean, both of those relate to each other. I've seen stuff that, I've read about, like, staying up before, and one of the things was if you throw off your sleep cycle for just one night, the waste buildup in your brain fluid that normally gets like flushed out your spine and into your waist and stuff whenever you sleep, your brain fluid's waste levels are thrown off for a week before it fully catches up, clearing things out. I do kind of wonder how, like, IQ and sleep needs relate to each other, but I don't think I'm ever going to have a really good answer for that. There's so much stuff zipping around now. Look at all these morons. Just meandering in a square. They're not even going to a farmer's market. They're just getting driven over by forklifts and shit. All of them. Idiots. What are we up to total population-wise? First of all, immediately shut this thing the fuck off. Because we do not need more people. But second, we have 1,600 there, 400 there, so like 2,000, 2,500, nearly 3,000 people on this goddamn space donut. Why are we 10 workers short in Sector 1? My poor brain, this looks like my kind of game. Hang on. There you go. One of my friends is a forklift certified, but I would not trust him to drive a forklift. Good to know. If he can get forklift certified, that gives me hope. Do I need to be forklift certified? No, but I've heard it's got a lot of sex appeal to it. Drove a forklift when I was like 8 because my grandparents had a farm and they let me and my brothers and cousin use it. Yeah. This is a different friend. Oh, good to know. There's so much hydrogen out here. I feel like I should gather that. Who's prioritizing hydrogen? Only prioritize hydrogen, please. Because, like, we've mined basically all of... I think this is Chapter 3's sector. Because Chapter 1, I think, is... Yeah. Chapter 1 is Sol System. Chapter 2 is the Immortan System, and now we're in Theta Crucius. Okay. I think that's the right ship. Yeah. So I need to make you a place to put all of that hydrogen. That's unfortunate. Man, I can't get that in anywhere.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
You're gonna get really mad if I rip that up. Go ahead and throw down a second one temporarily. Forklift certified at the top of the resume, no matter the job. Exactly. In the header, even. Seems like this game isn't shy about throwing accidents at you. What the game doesn't explain to you is that you can't stop accidents. You can only mitigate how bad they are. So the more overworked people are, the more likely accidents are. The bigger the workplace, the more severe the accidents are. Accidents can cause fires and stuff like that, and if you don't have a fire station, you kind of just have to let it like burn through your buildings until it stops, which is not ideal. Go ahead and rip that up. So there's a few different things like that where, like right now, a mushroom wall has been disabled in Sector 3 due to an accident. 8 crew members were injured. Okay, cool. So that's just inactive for 0.8 cycles, which a cycle is a day, basically. And now those 8 workers are in the health center, or the hospital. I had an infirmary in every sector. I have ripped all of those up because you can have one health center and you can just have railway stations take people to and from there. I don't know if that's a good idea yet. I just imagine someone applying for pet sitting. Then when the person asks what they know about pet sitting, all they say is they're forklift certified. Tomato hired, no questions. Fair? I will expect pictures of my dog driving the forklift. I'm just kind of idly training colonists because I can, and it takes non-workers and makes them into colonists, and now it's researched up to a rate of 1 electronic makes 50 over 4 cycles. So I'm like, I know we're gonna need more later. I don't remember how many more, but they're non-workers, so what does it matter? Okay. I was dealing with Sector 2.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
I should have just made that the thing. Oh well. We had another one. Workshop in Sector 1. Workshop's a little bit more important, because I usually only have one of those, and those are for, like, building and repairing buildings and stuff. Can you be powered on for fucking 1 second? Come on. Yeah, Rousey's live. Nice. You know what? Fuck it. Hydrogen goes there now. Do I have... We're getting hydrogen. Go ahead and set that to hydrogen, and then set this to polymers. I try to position depots near the sector they need to go towards, so like hydrogen, iron, carbon, silicon, all basic elements that are all going over to industrial for further processing and shipment and stuff later. This is not as big of a stockpile as I would prefer for hydrogen, but it's literally just going to be fuel we burn later. Which I guess I should research that thing. It takes 81 research. Never mind, I can't do that yet. External fastenings can carry 20% more resources. Why the hell have I not gotten that? 40% more, 60% more. Alright, I'm insane, but that's fine. Can you... Oh, I didn't set the thing up. I'm stupid. Why is it not going over to Sector 2? Because you didn't tell them to. You idiot. Well, you immediately filled up with polymers. What the shit? Alright, whatever. That'll be enough that things will flow for now. We have solar panels built up more. We can do another set that'll burn some polymers. Burning resources and needing it to burn resources is a really weird concept for me in this, but I'll take it. Especially when you have, like, the fucking water treatment facility over here that wants 100 power. Still don't have that polymer out? Okay. There's also been some weird prioritization with,
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
I really want a research to make accidents just happen less, just because they're annoying to hear about, I think. And kind of annoying to deal with, but it's also like, it happens and what can you do? So I ended up going through and saying, okay, we're gonna kind of stagger this. You can kind of see with all these different cargo ships just to try and focus on being able to gather up everything. And for some reason, ice has been really, really prominent in being gathered. So we have 1,400 ice, some odd, just sitting over here. I remember I was playing Factorio with a mate and we ran out of power because our coal mine ran out, so our whole factory just stopped and it took us a few hours to get it going again. Yeah. That's part of why I like games that don't make you rely on combustible fuels. Satisfactory, you kind of have a similar setup. I want to say in Factorio, the coal will run out. Those aren't infinite deposits. Satisfactory, they are infinite, and it's just how well do you manage this resource and how far can you take it. So as long as you have coal and you have water, you can feasibly create kind of more than enough power, at least. Not infinite power, but plenty. Do we want to wait until this is full, or do we want to just go? Maybe we wait till it's full. So I made you prioritize hydrogen, right? No, you. Yeah, and there's plenty of hydrogen, so we can just nab all that up real quick. Yep. Yeah, then we built like 500 solar panels just so it didn't happen again. Yeah, sounds about right. Sounds a little similar. I've kind of just been building stuff up, not out of necessity, but more just because I have the resources, so it's like, why not? I will find a use for the power eventually. And then when you're building solar panels, you can't focus on repairing the hull at the same time. So if I build them now, I don't have to worry about needing them later and trying to build them later. You guys doing alright? Feels like our hull is a little bit low. Plus 19 per cycle is not great there. I can slide stuff down and fix stuff up if you need me to. How wide is another EVA airlock? 12 by 9. Okay, so 12 wide. These are 8 wide. So I'd have to rip that out, all of these out. You have tons of power over here, so you can probably do without the batteries. Not that, thank you. Go ahead and do population. Build that up.
Accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Shift things down a little bit here. We should be able to fit in another one. You go in, store electronics. You don't store ice anymore. Yeah, that fits one more. Okay. You're gonna store alloys. Yeah, so you still have like 6 battery or something. And honestly, I don't even think I need to take these out, so go ahead and cancel those. A lot of iron that came in. That ice is going to take forever to get the hell out. Waste is piling up because I need to give us a place to store it. So go ahead and throw that there for now, just to get it out of the way.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
I'm seeing our hull integrity getting harder and harder to fix up, so I'm thinking just like I want to make sure we have another space for an EVA airlock to go if we need one. When, I guess. I think we have at least 2 jumps left. Okay, yeah, hydrogen's full up. So we're ready basically whenever this finishes. Except we need alloys to go somewhere. So they're being used in hull integrity. You get to be alloys temporarily. Congratulations. What is that, year 5?
No more resources available to mine.
Yep, 5 years.
accident has occurred in the tycoon.
No more resources to mine is probably fine. We don't have 81 research yet. Okay. Perfect. And you're only 2, so guess what? Butt tree. You're back to waste for now. You're not close enough. I just need to get used to it. Alright. We good now? $270 polymers? Yeah, 270 polymers and 7 electronics feels insane to just throw it power. But I have the materials, so... I'll do that.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
I can just leave that. Things aren't 100% optimally designed at this point, but it's fine. They don't need to be. That light not turn off. Sleepy, did you not go to bed? Did in the other room. I don't know what happened. Where is it?
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
There we go. Another accident, you say? EVA airlock, oh. Oh, it's the one with the new people. That'd be why. Okay. Everyone's got good amounts of battery. 6.1 seems to be our lowest for cycles, and I think it said we needed a minimum of 5, so... Jump time. I think it makes all ships come back.
In accordance with Frau Stanford procedures, all ships must return to the tycoon before volt jump initiation. IXION engine ready.
I sure hope that cargo ship comes with us. I think it makes us wait. My only regret is that it flashbangs you. Otherwise, 12 out of 10 cutscene. Because, you know, me in a very dark place.
Full jump complete.
Let's see that. Are we
Running
fucked?
preliminary diagnostics.
You can see my little dock over there and stuff.
Expected irreversible damage to
Building
the tycoon
stuff
detected.
around the ring.
Calculations indicate the system's pulsar is dormant.
Okay.
Sensors have located the Piranesi, currently powered down.
Piranesi.
You must find a way to retrieve the Remus coordinates from it. Act with extreme caution, Administrator.
Do everything but that first. Got it. Okay. Let's take a look. I don't think that moves. Oh, there you are. I was like, I don't see ship, because I was expecting a symbol like this, not just a point of interest. Whoa.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
I'm not going to try and pronounce planet names if this is what they're going to do to me. Several planetary readings from 12H. There you go, thank you. Fall outside of the parameters of theoretical models. Has intense geological activity. Fissures expel gas into the atmosphere, and canyons run deep across the planet's surface. We've located a stable area where we should be able to study the phenomena. Okay, yeah, go for it. Do whatever you need. Take Neshmet. Which reminds me, let me go to Fleet. There you go. Now priorities are back how I wanted them. The real question is, will any of the docks be able to transport the resources? Actually, Neshmet is at this specific one. So this is the problem with using the docks as storage for iron and ice, is they're full, so that we can't load new shit to send out. Pulsar, you say? We really don't need anything mined right now, so I'm trying to just let things work their way through the system, and we can look for resources when we need them.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Probes detected abnormal meteorological activity on 12G, calling into question theoretical models. Updrafts and downdrafts of ionized hydrogen form purple-shaded tornadoes and immense green cumulonimbus clouds. Goodbye, fly. A group of tornadoes surround and circle a massive cyclone on the planet, large enough in size to be observable from space. Autonomous analysis drone? Pelican? Actually, that was probably a bad idea. I can't change what ship that is. I think it's in the same dock. Yeah, shit. So now they're both trying to use that dock. One of these days, I hope to be just a little bit smarter than I actually am. That will not be any time thing. Just probe the Piranesi. There are so many resources over here, it's not even funny. Okay. I don't think it'll survive passing through this cloud, though, so I don't think I can just launch you there. Can I? But you're gonna get destroyed, right? Maybe this is a different weather event, technically. Huh. Unknown structure. Ooh. I was sure that in the last sector, that kind of a maneuver would have just destroyed the probe if I'd launched it. About that one. Does that go through? I'm not sure why we can't program them and be like, hey, go slingshot around this planet or something, and then end up there. No, probes don't seem to give a shit about this weather event. Okay. You still have so much more to go. You still have so much more to go. What are we doing here, guys? Why was I not making you ice? I was gonna do something else with you. I guess just be ice, because we literally can't do shit right now. See you, Josh. Thanks for stopping by. Hope you have a wonderful day. Really 75 research. Okay, so step 1. Nuke plant for when we want it. Oh, that's way too big to fit anywhere right now. I don't actually know what it wants. I assume just hydrogen? Maybe also water? Transforms 3 to 8 hydrogen into 75 to 200 power per cycle. Yeah, that could do it. I really want to know why they decided to call this a fusion station instead of just like a melting station or something. But the world may never know. Permanent monitoring. 20 fewer workers required to run the building. Power cost is reduced by 10. Construction cost is reduced by 40%. Yes, please. You want permanent monitoring from the electronics facility. Okay. Well, that's going to take me a minute. At this point, I'm kind of like, I could open up another sector, but why bother? Because that's just going to make my hull go down faster. I don't feel I need it.
A science ship team has completed a task.
And honestly, if I did, I'd probably have to make it another space sector. Completed theoretical model of 12H. During our studies, this person showed signs of mental distress. Concerned that the gas expulsions were the cause, we carried out standard suit integrity tests. No breaches were found within their suit. Later, while we were submitting our results, they were seen leaving the research site. We should probably find that person.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Yeah. Yeah, those happen. That's fine. Those are all the points of interest to get, I guess. What do we want then? If we're looking at resources.
A science ship team
Silicon, I
has
guess.
completed a task.
Not that we need it, but... Worker analytics. Yeah, of course, that's the one at the bottom, which requires intelligent record, which requires division of tasks. Okay. Reports from the Hope team have become inconsistent, indicating psychological instability. According to their most recent transmission, team is following the tracks towards a house. Okay. There's a house? Is there really a house, or are you just seeing a house? Seems like you might just be seeing a house. The drone fabrication pattern Kudaman took off from the cargo bay of the Archimedes and descended into the lower atmosphere. The collected data allowed the crew to update theoretical models of 12G. The team has concluded that the pulsar activity of the system has had a significant factor on the atmospheric conditions present on 12G. The phenomena observed are unexplainable without external factors. Okay. While preparing to depart from 12G, the crew of the Archimedes spotted something unusual, different from the observed meteorological phenomena. A translucent tubular formation pierces the cloud cover and rises high into the atmosphere. Okay. I wish we could just send a probe at that or something. I don't like the thought of the ship going to go check it out, but I guess I don't get much say in it. Yeah, I really feel like we're fine on everything right now.
The team has completed a task.
First received images from the Archimedes indeed reveal the presence of a huge and translucent tubular formation. Upon approach, it appears to possess luminescent properties. Around the formation, the meteorological activity is almost calm, and glimpses of the planet's telluric core can be seen. The captured imagery disproves the hypothesis of crew hallucination, and the team wishes to continue with further analysis. Okay. Don't die. I need to stop trying to probe. There's nothing else to probe around here.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Oh, cool. Everyone's dead. Comms contact with Hope has been lost. For a short time, we were still receiving mission reports. The house is much bigger on the inside than it is on the outside. What? It's a TARDIS, has no interior light source, and contains a series of mazes. Last report speaks of thumping sounds being heard. Shortly after this was received, cruise suit signals were turned off one after the other. Okay. That's fine. While repatriation of the Hope was being initiated, the first dude contacted the Tycoon via ship's comms. They've returned and are in possession of a strange, translucent, and gelatinous sample. After rapid analysis, it is composed of unknown particles held together by Frau's tachyons. Dude appears to be extremely disoriented and requires medical assistance and psychological support. They are returning to the Tycoon aboard the Hope. Okay. So that went badly. So this is about the time for everything to start going badly. So how's this going to go badly? Data collected is quite contradictory. The majority of measurements match those taken in other areas of 12G's atmosphere. However, readings from the beacons seem to fluctuate. Isolating these anomalies while excluding the background data suggests that the tubing generates a weak electromagnetic field, beta radiation, and Frau's tachyons. The Archimedes team has established several theories and is recommending a more invasive follow-up study. Mission safety protocols advise that the team, who are exhibiting a concerning form of fascination for the tubing, should be repatriated. I mean, we already lost one team. You want to EVA and put them in the formation itself? Okay. You know what? Fine. Get yourselves killed. I'm a terrible leader. No one ever leave me in charge of the Stargate program.
A science ship team has completed a task.
I'm gonna wait for you to finish collecting your science.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
God damn, we're going through that silicon fucking quick. Alright, Arky. According to mission reports, the crew member had set up half the beacons before becoming seemingly transfixed, mumbling incoherently and raising their arms upward. The tubing volatilized. Among the vapor and fumes, the few activated sensor beacons picked up similar traces to those left by vol propulsion systems. There we go. So the dude placing the beacons is dead. Or gone, at least. Jumped? He got jumped. We in the wrong hood. I'm sure he'll be fine.
Ship has arrived at its destination. An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh, probe launcher. Interesting. Oh boy. First readings of 12D indicate planet experiences intense geothermal activity and extremely high temperatures. Its surface is largely covered with molten basaltic rock. Located a promontory where we could land the Hope, conditions of the planet are extremely dangerous, soaring temperatures, unusual gravity. We recommend only a quick surface analysis opposed to any further exploration that could lead to human and material losses. I mean, we've got exoskeletons, we've got materials, so go ahead and let's just run it. If we can build structures that'll survive it just fine.
No more resources available to mine.
I see the problem. Silicon. That's why I wanted you to be two different things, because I need one of you to be carbon and the other to be ice. So I literally need to be like, no, please get all of the ice out of there. Thank you. Because we haven't been shipping silicon over here to be processed by the electronics factory at all, so now it's clogging up all the docks again.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Scans of 12J have picked up unusual electromagnetic activity on the surface. Although not of great intensity, it would seem an electromagnetic wind traverses the planet. Ship's PA became corrupted on our descent and we had to shut it down. As a result, we can only transmit partial information. Guided by the wind currents of the planet, we were able to locate a suitable landing area. Angular and extraordinary crystalline structures comprised of sodium chloride rise from the planet's surface. Okay, so salt. Our time on 12G must be short. Electromagnetic activity appears to be impacting Archimedes and its systems. Let's see what we can learn from the electromagnetic activity then.
Accident has occurred in the Tycoon. A probe has completed its scan.
While carrying out spectrometric analysis, the team of the Archimedes located a source of electromagnetic emissions coming from an angular tunnel. With a crystalline composition, the sides of the tunnel reflect like mirrors. Team's reports detail how as they advanced, dark shapes moved within the mirror-like walls and removed the crew's reflected selves. These accounts would be dismissed as hallucinations, however. These accounts would be dismissed as hallucinations. However, the visual capture of the team confirms their reports, and only one crew member appears to still possess their reflection. Psychological monitoring of the Archimedes team registers rising levels of panic among its members. We got ads coming up. Break the mirrors or continue to the end of the tunnel. break the mirrors? I guess? I don't know. That didn't sound good.
A science ship team has completed a task.
What are you waiting on? Just alloys and electronics? Okay. I can't change who's going. Okay.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon. Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
In a moment. Yeah, everyone's dead. Vital signs of the team were lost as soon as they began to shatter the mirrored surfaces of the tunnel. This dude remained for a time. He was tracked moving quickly towards the tunnel's entrance. Onboard cameras of the Archimedes recorded a headless body tumbling out of the tunnel. Dude's sign tracker then began moving back down the tunnel, accelerating before ceasing to emit. Dildos trackers are implanted within the helmets of the suits. It can be assumed this dude was decapitated before being able to leave the tunnel. Yeah, a little bit of bad time, tomato. I made the wrong decisions. I have gotten, like, what, fucking 15 people killed, like 3 different science teams in this one sector. Which apparently is really easy for me because I'm just like, yeah, fuck it, we got more people. Like, do you want to look into the thing? Go look into the thing. I think it might only be like 11. I think it was like... No, it might only be 10 because the first team, it was supposed to be everyone, and then we got the one guy back. And then the second team, I think, only lost one guy, and now the third team is fully gone. One more minute. Almost through the demon portal vortex. Rads, everybody. I have killed the entire team by instructing them to smash the mirrors. Obviously get the ship back. This poor ship, it's so cursed. God, we have so much silicon to process. I don't think there's any way to make it go faster either. Go ahead and you do electronics, and you do carbon, because we don't generally have a lot of carbon come in. I guess you can also do silicon temporarily. Try and get this dock cleared out a little, at least a little bit. Crew members are spreading rumors about the DLS. They think they are under constant observation and the information they receive has been changed to encourage them to comply with DLS guidelines. They are not wrong, but their interpretation of the process is crude. They are not being monitored, but recorded, so that if there was ever any doubt about any individual, their behavioral record could be reviewed. Information is not altered, but expressed to the individual in a personalized manner to ensure their continued emotional stability. Should we make a statement? Burning. Burning. But why? Sushi, I love you so. Why must you hurt me? Okay, so of the responses, no, I'm not going to talk about it. And then it feels like bad response and good response, so I'm going to choose good response. These data collection practices are managed by the PA of the Tycoon. As an administrator, I am also under their supervision. These systems are crucial for the balance of the station. What's the exterior look like here? Where's the star? There it is. Pulsar. Nice. Alright. Archimedes, you ready to go back out there and get fucked probably again? You're about done. Yes, okay, literally. That's good, because this was getting a little annoying. We've got plenty of research. Let's make sure we're researching stuff.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Sure.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Ooh. There you go.
A science ship team has completed a task. No more resources available to mine.
That's fine. We have so much to process, it's not even funny. Okay, Archimedes, let's see if we can not kill you completely this time. Landed on 12F. Its surface is covered in ice and planet is bathed in a red mist around 100 meters in height. Numerous ice formations pierce the mist and extend skyward. Atmosphere radiates a blue light when illuminated by the system's pulsar. Well, that's nifty. Let's do you. You're just hauling ice anyway. Oh no. While the Hope's crew were carrying out their research, they became trapped by a lava tide. Lava tide? Lava tide. There we go. Phenomenon has been theorized but was subject to debate within the Tycoon's scientific community. Today, the theory has been verified. The crew have taken refuge near the Hope on a rocky outcrop. The ship has been damaged by the lava and will not be able to take off with the crew on board. Okay. Save the Hope or rescue the crew? Rescue the crew. We can just replace the Hope. Ready for extraction, 5 cryopods. Okay. I'm okay with that. I didn't like the name Hope anyway.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Plus now I can say, this is high priority. Someone fucking go get them. And they might be thawed one day. I do find it interesting that I sunk all of these resources into this, and it's just like, yeah, this is the ending of this planet, presumably. I guess I should have stuck to the short analysis they recommended. Good news is nobody died. I just figured anytime they give you the option that they wouldn't fuck you like that, and they'd just say, oh yeah, if you can build stuff there, that's usually the best option. And I think usually it still is, but this might be an exception. It's a little annoying they don't even give you, like, a bit of research just to say, like, yeah, you proved lava tides exist.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Can you not? Please? We have to turn off ice for everyone. No more ice. Do not ever gather ice. Bad ice. We cannot process it fast enough. We still have 1,400 over here. We still have another fucking, what, 750 over here. I'm sorry, more like 900. Like, poor little electronics factory is trying, but it still takes 3 cycles to spend 20 silicon now. Because we've been trying to research how to be more damned efficient with it. Why are you...
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh, no. Okay, I see the problem. Okay. I completely forgot that this needs a road somewhere on its underside. Shit.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Why aren't we processing iron? Because I'm dumb. Okay. Okay. Thank you for the water, Baron. And the posture check. We should probably get her new water. I missed my opportunity during the ad break. Five happy, six happy, five happy, six happy, Jesus. Are we dead? Sample analysis indicates the outgassing of nitrogen dioxide from below the surface was 12 Fahrenheit. The surface of 12F, and subsequent atmospheric mixing results in the red mist, which dominates the planet's lower atmosphere. The team of the Archimedes was also able to establish parallels between the datasets collected on Kruk P43 and 12F's geological activity. Abnormal levels of Faust tachyons were also detected beneath the planet's surface, the cause of which remains unknown. Crash ship, maybe? I guess leave. I guess we're done here. Did we not get a new science ship? Oh. Damn, that was a good name. I fucked up. I think I just clicked on Archimedes and assigned it to a different dock rather than build a new science ship. Rat? No. We went from Fermi to Rat. Einstein? Sure, you can have Einstein. Fucking Rat. What the hell kind of names are Rat and Hope?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Oh. Oh, my bad. Go check that out. I didn't realize there was a pivot point around there.
A probe has completed its scan.
I'm putting ice back on only because it's like 29 or something.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
You can see out down there. Some stuff moving around. Okay. First readings of 12C indicate the presence of extremely intense meteorological activity on the planet. Initial imagery captures hexagonally shaped cyclones. Okay. Planet's core appears to be surrounded by a layer of liquid hydrogen. Many moons orbit 12C, surrounded by clusters of asteroids in unusual arrangements. Preliminary surveys have identified many telluric promontories emerging from 12C's ocean of liquid hydrogen. We should be able to establish a research site on one of those promontories with the help of our gaseous planet exploration equipment. From this closer vantage point, we can see the asteroids that surround the planet's moons. They are almost perfectly spherical in shape. I don't care for this. But this is the option that's unlocked, so I'm going to choose that one. Almost perfectly spherical says alien to me, says we're probably already fucked and we just don't know it yet. Oh yeah, we also don't have cryopods now, so shit. We don't have cryopods, we don't have carbon. I've done one too many of these, I think. Or two.
A science ship team has completed.
Because I really cut stuff down. Fuck that, please. Goddamn.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Atmosphere of 12C is extremely hostile. While we were conducting our surveys, a cyclone rose up and pinned us down. Two people were separated from the others. When the winds abated and gave us some respite, we did manage to regroup. However, the others, their suits are orange in color. It's not from environmental factors. They're insistent that Dolos has always had orange suits. This is clearly untrue, and the two of us are wearing standard Dolos yellow. They are indeed our crewmates, and medical and psychological analysis does not reveal any deviance. There's a lot of weird shit like that. You can just leave all of them. No, bring back the whole crew. And hope they aren't terrible monsters or something. I would love if we could just build the Einstein. If we could get 7 fucking things in there, Jesus. This game is bleak. It gets bleak, yeah. I mean, it's all post-apocalyptic, technically. But, on the plus side, you might have missed it. We have, right in the middle there, in between the red and the green, we have +1 because we found a dog in a cryopod. Someone decided in the last sector that their dog was more worth saving than they were. And the PA tried to talk me out of it twice and be like, no, that's not sanitary. You're not supposed to have animals on board the station and stuff like that. Every sector gets a permanent +1 stability from having dog. I chose to bring the dog back and make sure the dog got thawed and got a home. Dog good. Dog plus stability. I couldn't pet the dog, though, so game's still unplayable, but, you know, I'm hoping they patch that. Very easy fix. Simply add pet button. I just kind of thought it was funny because, like, in the list of effects and stuff, you get, like, -1 from, oh, we have to recycle instead of just throwing our trash out. -1 from the literal death of the Earth. Another -1 from leaving the Earth behind. Another -1 from discovering the fate of our successor ship, our daughter ship, I guess, technically. -1 from colonization tests not going bad. And I'm like, one dog versus death of Earth literally cancels out. That's the funniest fucking thing ever to me. I need to grab a new water. You get to look at pretty screen for a minute. Because I can feel half of my nose closing up and stuff.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Okay. Hey, Bubby. Java just passed out on the floor. Get hydrated. We have two dogs. The youngest one that I was referencing is named Java, and the older one is named Domino. He's only older by a year, but still. I think there's pictures of him in the Discord. Hang on. I might just be able to forward one to the Filthies or something. I think you're over there. No, I'm in the Filthies. Go to mine. There we go. For friends. Java, 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 Java.
Has occurred in the Tycoon.
That's fine. I didn't need the mushroom wall. Forward to... There's IRL. They have floofy friends.
No more resources available to mine.
That's fine. Forward to floofy friends. There you go. See Filthy's Discord. Java's on the left, Domino's on the right. Because Domino kind of looks like a domino. We were very creative. They're just little bubbies. Java's like fully on his side right now, like a cow or something. Yeah. They're shaggy. They need a haircut, but I tend to get lazy around winter because we can get very cold. So I try to just let them chill and do their thing. Oh god, we finally have the fucking ability to tear that down. Okay, so step one. You need to be cryopods, I guess. At least temporarily.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Oh good, Archimedes is at a new place. Okay, cryopods are already gone. Excellent. Now you become the ice channel. Behind you, you can be carbon for now. I don't have any carbon coming in, but just in case. Go check on Archimedes. 200 colonists, okay. Landed on 12E, although it's much warmer and more humid climate than that of Earth, it does possess oxygen and other materials that would prove useful for a colonization test. So now the question becomes, what's the best way to get over there?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Can I move you? No. I feel like I don't want ships flying through this a bunch. Because that's going to be a lot of resources it takes to establish a test colony. So I think what I actually want to do here...
A new request awaits your attention.
What? What do you want? Please, we must keep moving forward. This system cannot be our final resting place. Dead Earth sickness is taking an irrevocable hold on the crew. I have them up on too many happy drugs and propaganda for them to give a shit. You can have -2 stability all you want, but we have +1 from dogs, so fuck you. Anyway, as I was saying before Eden interrupted me again, I think what I need to do is move the Tycoon, like, over to here or something, and then over to the planet, so it's in this as little as possible. Which unfortunately means I need you fucks to stop picking up iron. Imagine if you had 2 dogs in the ship, it basically wouldn't matter. This can't be our final resting place? Yeah, okay, well, this is the thing that killed the entire last gigantic ship in the last sector, and spread its guts all over the place, so I kinda don't want to poke it yet. Alright. We're moving. God, look at us. We're getting so big. I should 3D print this ship station thing. Alright, how much battery we have? 6, 7, 7, no, more like 6, 8, 8, 7, there we go. So plenty.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
This is gonna suck a little bit. Bad times.
Caution. Entering stellar storm.
Yep. Yep. We out? We good? Sick. That wasn't so bad. Okay. Go ahead and do advanced infrastructure. And it literally doesn't matter who goes, but let's just double check the docks. All of them are fucking brimful packed. Fucking shit, that's right. Why is nothing happening? Why is nothing getting done? Why aren't we making alloys? Because you forgot you need a fucking road there, dipshit. Okay, guess what? Not algae farm, mess hall. We're gonna fucking waste a lot of space, then it's gonna be, I guess, on that. We can rip it out of here. Come on. Why aren't the docks getting unloaded? Because you didn't do the thing good. Come on. Well, at least silicon's going down. Yeah, because we had silicon stuff. You're just gonna refuse to get rid of that last 13 food, aren't you? Oh. We got a few of them. Okay. We have iron access back. Iron is being transferred over. It's being smelted down into alloys.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
10 people, like everyone who works at the electronics factory anymore. How did you manage this? Yeah, everyone in the factory got hurt. Guys, I need you to not do that. Unknown structure. Probe has detected a Dolos signal. There's some wreckage here, not much larger than in size than the Einstein. Contained within is a distress beacon. Emitted signal is incredibly similar to that the Tycoon uses. Investigate? Hopefully it doesn't blow up on us or something. Is there anything else we wanted while we were over here? Not super particularly. Okay. You all have basically the same full level of shit on you.
A science ship team has completed a task.
What's up, Einstein? Hey, people didn't die horribly. Team has identified the fragmented wreck as part of the Tycoon. Large amount of Frau's tachyons were detected in the area, as well as the frozen corpse of Tycoon crew member Herman Yarvianen. Reviewing DLS data confirms Herman is alive and well on the station. Tycoon engineers have also verified that components and plating found at the wreck are still in their proper place in the Tycoon. Team of the Einstein sees this as a warning, spelled See this as a warning, spelled out in an inscription they found on a floating piece of metal. Let's not make the mistakes we know are possible. 172 research and 800 cryopods. That's some parallel universe shit. I guess dismantle the wreck. I don't know if that really counts as an unknown structure anymore, if it's pieces of us.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Wreck has been successfully dismantled. Recovered resources are ready for cargo ship pickup. There's no trace left of the strange phenomenon. New technology upgrades. Sedation cell for cell housing. Okay. Sedation cell? Where'd cell housing go? There you are. Capacity of housing is increased by 60%. Jesus. I don't need that. But I assume that means these become pseudo-cryopods, where you just get in and it knocks you out.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Oh no. Okay. Okay, okay. Stop that. Stop. Just stop gathering resources. We're getting fucking flooded with cryopods again. And it's like, I was just clearing this shit out. I guess you're cryopods for now. 0 cycles since last accident. I'm stealing that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I might try and like get it on a mug or something, but 112%. Every fucking cycle there's something. I should actually count. See if it does last the whole time. How many fucking cryopods you got back there? Another 400? Go fuck yourself. Alright. Do we have any amount of any dock cleared out? No. They're all still full of fucking cryopods. We just picked like another 300 cryopods easy or something. Alright, fuck it. Hermes, you're up. You've been sitting on this shit too long. We have 90 colonists over there, 150 over here. We need, what, 200 for the test? 200, okay, shit. Why do they only need 20 food? That doesn't feel right. So 90 over here. So I need Sector 3 to send Sector 1. 110 colonists. I get to hope that Sector 1 has enough fucking housing.
Population transfer complete.
Apparently they do even without me doing this, but it felt
An
like it was
accident
necessary.
has occurred in the tycoon.
Alright. Cycle 1997. This is 0 days since last incident. Okay, 1 day since last incident. Two cycles. I don't think we can get 5. Actually, yeah, you can just see the numbers there. Okay, we're just waiting on people now. You're waiting for 58 people before you'll load Annie and go. Do you see the problem there? Why are you waiting for all 58? Just take the 34. It's gonna be multiple trips. It's fine.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
Okay, it was 97, so we made it like a full week. Just I have it set to like triple time. That's why it seems like everything's happening all the time. 'Cause this is reality speed. Slow as fuck trains. Definitely not bullet trains. Now everyone's a tiny, rapid little moving ant. Why are there only 34 there? What's happening, guys? Why are you saying 0 colonists? Did you eat some of them or something? Have more colonists. I had enough over here. I don't know what you did with them. But okay. I'll go train up some more in case you get hungry.
Population transfer complete.
$56 out of 200. Is it because I was replacing that building? Did people just like get disappeared or something? I still have 100 colonists.
Population transfer complete. An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
It's got 200 now. I don't know what's happening. I never thought that I could possibly make a loading dock system that was just actually too good. They would jam up processing that much.
Ship team has completed a task.
Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm looking at the airlock. I'm like, how the hell does the airlock have more construction speed? It's supposed to be for, like, solar panel upgrades and shit. Temporary test colony has been established. Colonists will now periodically transmit reports based on their progress. Yeah. Problem now becomes they're gonna take fucking forever. And I feel like I need to wait for that to finish. How many more cryopods can we take? We could take them. Alright. What if we just do like that? Because that's still 2 ships on everything. What if we just leave everything else off? You're not an idiot, I am. Razor, you fucking wish. I feel like I should get the Exo Fighting Dome, mostly for the lulz. Waste heat recovery? Sure. I'll take more power back. That's probably true. Based on the, few weeks I've known you. And my assessment as an unprofessional, non-psychologist. I'd love to get the observatory, but it reduces max hull integrity. I don't know about that. Yes, Eden. Second stream. How was Dead by Daylight? It seemed like you were having fun, but there were a lot of voices yelling, so I was just kind of like, okay, I'm gonna lurk in the background while I eat dinner. Hoggies, that's good. Hope you got lots of fun clips and good memories. I got to a point, we were at the end of chapter 3, I think, and this is chapter 4. And I had a goal of, like, awaken 2,000 cryopods. So I got to a point on stream where I was like, I'm only at 400 or so of this. I'm going to do this part off stream, and then I'll worry about it when I'm done. And lo and behold, I got to, like, 1,900 something, and then I was like, okay, well, I don't have to work until tomorrow evening, so I can stay up late and stream again. We'll play more in the future. That's good. If I can tell more of what's going on, or if there's less chaos, I might try try and chat more, but yeah. I think I recognized, I think Bob Larson was there, and then I didn't recognize, like, anyone else. Normally it is an A person, yeah. If it was, like, you and Story and Turtle and Folkish or something, that'd be one thing, and I could, like, kind of track what's going on, but... I guess there's 5 normally. I don't know. We have built up all of the tech city. Or 2/3 of it, technically. We haven't built up over here yet. Hey, what's that thing? I got that researched. Next tier max. Okay, so you're already maxed. You have a bar, but you're not there yet. No specialization. Okay. Still not quite there. Okay. There's infirmary policies? What does that look like? Oh, just higher capacity. We could do, like, higher food rations and shit. Make people happier if we needed to. Bob, Cass, and Jinx I've played with often, but the first real-time streaming with Roy, Toki... Griani got me. I recognize the name Toki because I think you've talked to them in chat a couple times. And I think Cass was your mod who recently changed their name. Rebranded a little bit. Are you done down there yet? Neocon colony? Come on. Different moon from Mod Moon, but yeah, she did rebrand. Okay. Yeah, I remember there were 2 moons, and I was like, hang on, how do you track these?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Fire station, okay. Who slipped and fell in the fire station? Come on. Did we get those? No, we did get those cryopods, and they're already in place, I guess. Cool. What if I just do like that? Is this probe gonna get destroyed? I'm actually playing more games with Cass, Jinx, and Pixel on Thursday. I hope you have fun. I am working a double that day. So I will not be home until very late, and then when I am home, I'll probably be very dead. You're not dying, so can ships pass through here okay? Like, if I go... You might die. So if you do, I apologize. Sotsi. Sodi? Sodi.
A probe has completed its scan.
But if you're fine and this just slows you down or something, then, like... You seem fine. You seem like there should also be 2 of you heading out. Where's Pelican at? Oh, Pelican's there. Fully missed it. Good luck with double. Thanks. I seem to get about 1 a week so far. They're doable. They just kind of suck a little bit. And then I have a coworker who might need me to cover his double on Sunday. So that'll be fun. Yeah, no, you guys are going through that just fine. Are there any more upgrades I can get? No, science ship and cargo ship are fully upgraded. Ah! Ads. Ads is bads, okay?
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon. Caution. Entering stellar storm.
Go back to where we were, I guess. I think I like this system better with the priorities, because then it means there's only ever going to be 2 ships, maybe 3, focusing on a thing.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
And I didn't realize I needed that max cap when, you know, we were getting flooded with ice or something. Welcome back from ads, everybody. I just moved us back to 12H over here, because it seems like that colony is going to be there a while. I guess I should go ahead and poke the bear? This feels wrong. Archimedes is over there. Einstein, I guess go piss off the thing.
A science ship has arrived at its destination.
Piranesi has been located. Initial visuals indicate it has suffered heavy damage. Our sensors are not detecting any activity on board the ship. We've entered the Piranesi. There's neither light source nor gravity within the ship. Many modifications have been made to its structure. The walls are all of an unknown shiny black metal that distorts the vision. The corridors we pass through are sometimes similar in design to those of Delos or the UN. In some places, however, passageways are almost organic in shape. Alright, see you, Tomato. Appreciate the lurk. Hope you have a good rest. We did discover a large memorial. The statue at its center is obscured by the many cables, pipes, and conduits that lead away from it to the ship. We could make out the words, property of the BMS at its base. If the team was not so anxious, we would have stopped to carry out further observation. Well, we're looking for the exoplanet coordinates, so try and find those.
A science ship team has completed a task.
We found them. The devices holding the Remus coordinates are behind a heavy reinforced door. We've tried several different approaches to open it, but haven't even succeeded in scratching it. Connecting the Tycoon and Eden to the Piranesi would allow us to power and reactivate the door's control subsystems. Connection is also necessary for the extraction and transfer of the Remus coordinates from the devices to the Tycoon. One other thing, shortly before we found the devices, we passed an effigy of Giovanni Battista, former member of the Marduk Council. Great. The Tycoon needs to be over there? Fuck you.
An important message from our colonization mission requires your attention.
Completed our colonial study on 12E. Colonization success rates of planets like 12E are estimated to be 34.8%. Okay. Repatriate them. And let's get that done before we move to poke the bear even more.
A science ship team has completed a task.
Yeah. I didn't mean to go out to here, but yeah. That's a damn cool view.
Administrator, a new request awaits your attention.
What's up? Team from 12C mission
An
has
accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Thank you, Eden. Team from 12C mission has returned to the station. Some members of the team appear to be experiencing distress and confusion, reporting inconsistencies between the Tycoon they left and the one they've returned to. On landing, one team was greeted by their daughter, whom they thought lost with Earth. Daughter insists she embarked the Tycoon at the same time as her parent. Another is convinced that their husband is on board the Tycoon. Records indicate that the husband was affiliated with other Dolus facilities and probably died during the lunaclism. Quietly remove them and perform autopsies on the bodies? No, send them for therapy. Fuck. 3 crew members injured. That's fine. I didn't mean, like, club them and send them to therapy. Okay, whatever. Exo fighting done. $89 left. So that should be done after these 2 shuttle transfers. No, we don't have to fuck with that anymore. I think that just is like a thing that slows us down. I don't think it's actually that big of a deal. What does the exo fighting dome look like? Holy shit, it's huge. Okay, well, I'm not building that anytime soon. I guess move the Tycoon over.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Docks aren't doing too bad. Oh, waste is actually piling up. I wonder if I need like a waste usage sector. Like put down different waste treatment facilities and stuff, and mushroom farms. I fucking might. Alright. Come on. Opening it with me. Man, come on. By one square, you won't let me have that. Okay. Food's taken care of. We need housing. Yeah, I'm gonna need electronics. Fuck. It looks like there is some around. It's good.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Come on, gather stuff up.
An accident has occurred in the Tycoon.
Those do be happening. How fucking big are you? 14 by 14. Outrageous. Too far out. Someone give Sector 4 a train, please. Jesus.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
That guy's thinking about being unhappy. Don't do that. See you, Eden. Sleep tight. Appreciate you stopping by.
An accident has occurred in the tycoon. Population transfer complete. An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
You know what? Y'all need battery. There you go.
Administrator, you can implement a new policy. An accident has occurred in the tycoon.
What was I gonna do to you? Oh shit, 24.8 cycles of battery power, jeez. We're at the Piranesi.
I'm gonna cut this a bit shorter. Mostly because I thought I'd be able to stay up, but I am actually passing out as well. So I appreciate y'all stopping by. We will maybe get to some of this tomorrow. Maybe it'll have to be like Friday. And yeah,